Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jeff Pollard. Let's start out there. If you found your way to this page, though, you probably know me as Skinny J. You also probably noticed something that kind of stands out, I guess would be a good word on the page. The little thing that says Pelatiah Ministries on fire for God. Well, if you did, and you clicked on this video and you're watching it, then I would say the bullet has hit the mark. Now, this little video is just to explain that there's more to come. Now, you're going to find that, God willing, you listen to this, that my message is not all that different from something else that's on the web and on TV called The Way of the Master. Well, that's because in the last few weeks, I've learned something very important about that from that group of people. And I encourage you to go visit the website, wayofthemaster.com, wayofthemasterradio.com, and if you got iTunes or any kind of podcatcher, um, you can catch the podcast, The Way of the Master Radio. Now, am I associated with them? Only in spirit. Let me say that. I'm not part of them. I'm not financially associated with them. They didn't call me up, so to say, and say, hey man, can you do this? No, this is something that I'm wanting to do. This is the reason why the little Fire My Words logo, the reason why I chose those words. Mystery solved. Now, I only ask that you listen. In fact, I beg you to listen, because this is the most important thing you will ever hear in your life. Not just because it's coming from me. Jeff is just one person doing this with his webcam and with a DVD camcorder at times. So get me wrong, I'm no different than you. I'm not better than you. I'm not Superman, I guess would be a good thing to say. I'm doing this because I believe that I've been called to do it. Now, before you say, oh man, this fat guy is going absolutely psycho and gone radical, let me tell you, this message is radical. It will change your life. It will. So I only ask that you listen and let it sink in. Give it a chance. Because I promise you one thing only, that what you will hear on this little video cast, so to speak, I'm going to try to put this on iTunes as a video podcast under Pelatiah Ministries. I promise you that every word of this is true. It's provable, and it's something that you can find out for yourself. If you don't believe me, I will show you. I will help you and tell you how you can look this up. You know, this is not just me spouting junk. This is the most important thing you will ever hear. And all I ask is that you listen. There is more to come. Meanwhile, go visit those two websites, wayofthemaster.com, wayofthemasterradio.com. Take a listen to what they got to say. They got some great resources. And keep in mind that I use, it's all one Bible, but I use their translation, the Evidence Bible. And the last few days even, reading through that and praying about it and let the Spirit talk to me about this, meditating on the Word of God, I found out that there's a lot of things that I had to learn. And quite frankly, I'm glad I did. And I'm not a genius. I'm actually not a preacher. I'm the son of a preacher. This is true. My dad preaches at God's First Baptist Church. And a lot of this comes from him, from sermons I've heard him preach. Methods that he's used to lead others to Christ. And the more I watch and listen to the way of the Master, um, on the podcast, on the TV show, the more I realize, geez, this is what he's doing. You know? And it spoke to me, and it's like God said, hey, knock knock, wake up. This is what you're here for. This is what you were created to do. I mean, to use an example, let's say you're walking toward a cliff. You're blind. And you're just walking. It's a beautiful day. You hear the birds chirping. And I'm standing, say, 6 feet to your left. About 2 or 3 feet from the cliff. If I could save you, if I could stop you from going over that cliff, keep in mind, you don't have one of those little tap sticks or anything. You're blind. You're just walking straight forward, hearing the birds sing, enjoying the warmth of the sun that God's given you. Would you not hope that I would at least care about you as a human being enough to stop you from going over that cliff, tell you you were about to go over the cliff, and then turn you around and say, go that way? Well, I hope you would, and I hope you would do the same for me. That's the whole point of this. Anyway, there is more to come, and go visit those websites. This message, I promise you, will change your life for the better. It will definitely change your life. But listen to the message and listen to what is said. Appreciate your time. Thanks.